have you learned? I was programmed to beat you. Same mistakes. I was programmed to beat you.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll counting all the ways I died. Everything I couldn't save, buried down, still half alive. It's got me crawling in my skin, but no one's coming out to hold me close. Pouring out the gasoline, yeah, I've been making friends with all these ghosts, and I got nothing left to lose. Fire to the future. It's not me to turn and run. Met the bitter truth and I choked it down. Left a bad taste on my tongue, but my appetite's been growing now. I can see you crawling in your skin, but no one's coming out to hold you close. I'm pouring out the gasoline, so say hello to all my ghosts. I'm moving like a shadow. You're walking in my dead zone. Breathing slow. Ooh, love the hunt, love the high. Watching life fade from your eyes. Ooh, and this is not a warning. This is not a test. I'm tuning on you and I'm coming for the rest. And I'm about to ignite. Just try to play it cool. Echoes in my head.
Hello everyone. This is your favorite yapper, the shitpost king, him himself, the zero point 0.8 KDA top laner, the best of the best, in the bottom of the table, of course, Los Morgureto. And with me today is my dearly beloved jungler, Ollie.
Hey everyone. Are you still lowest KDA in the whole league then?
I'm too afraid to check. Um, I'm scared of it. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't believe in the stats. They don't exist. Only wins and losses exist. We're doing shit in that as well.
Yeah, but we're
So
not the lowest.
true, we are not the lowest. Um, but today we can actually see the top side of the table play. It's something new for both of us, right? We haven't seen those teams. At least,
Yeah, no, we haven't seen them play, and I actually haven't seen them through cast either. So I'm really looking forward to see what two of the best teams do against each other, what they need to do to win, and how they do it. Really
yeah.
excited.
So we have two interesting teams of Vitagen and Voidwarp. There is, I know that you don't know these players a lot, but there is a lot of familiar faces towards SLE community over here. Starting with the whole Vitagen roster, to be honest, and then pretty much the whole Voidwarp as well, except where I think he hasn't played before in the SLE. Somebody can fact check me, but I'm not quite sure about that one.
There was something that was a new name for a player. Maybe it's just I can quickly check it in.
Yeah, it was transferred
Juiced.
from. Yeah, it was Juiced, but I haven't heard of him as well before, unless
Oh,
it's
okay.
like another name change. But how are you feeling about these two teams? What have you found out about them?
Yeah, I think they both look interesting. They both got different styles, I think. Um, really interested to see what Vitagen can do from the bot lane. They have Ant, who seems to be the only Masters player out of everyone in this game, so it looks like he plays a lot of engage, a lot of kind of the lane dominant stuff against the bot lane of Voidwarp that play more late game carries and enchanters. So I'm interested to see if they can get a lead there and push their advantage across the map, or if Voidwarp are going to be able to hold in there and then get to the late game, which looks like that's where they're most comfortable. What about
Yeah,
you?
yeah, it definitely does seem like looking at their both of the teams' previous matches, to be honest, I would say that they both love the late game more than the early game. You're saying that Void Warp's botlane likes to scale, but I know that TBMZ is playing Draven from time to time, so he can pull that out to for some early action in the bot lane. But most likely, Old Man Jomi and Ant will try to just chill, scale
Okay.
out
So they
lane.
kind of shake each other's hands and just go to the late game, I think. Yeah, I was looking at TBMZ's solo queue and it was a lot of kind of Smolder, Ezreal, Varus, like late game stuff. But then in their previous games, they have played a lot of Misfortune, Draven as well, Kai'Sa. So some of that earlier strength. And we look to be heading straight into Champ Select.
Yeah, we can see Vitagen starts on the blue side. I don't know who actually won the coin toss, but I would prefer always as a top laner. I would prefer the red side, and we can see already like the standard Ivern pen coming out from taking it away from Dutch. Vitagen has played Ivern 3 times already in the 8 matches, so
Yeah, no,
quite
looks like
quite
they've
few games already.
won two of them, lost one last week.
Yeah,
I didn't
both
see
of
the
the
Bel'Veth come up anywhere though. That's an interesting ban.
that is an interesting ban. I didn't see it as well when I looked over the OPGGs in the last games. That is something.
Yeah.
Maybe this is dispatch pen because of the lethal tempo coming back and Belveth just getting stronger. We are missing the ban. It is something. There is a ban.
They might have lost. That's never a ban you lose, is it, for using a sub or anything?
No, no. They...
Okay.
And also Lilia ban from Vitagen, so Voidwarp has played that one as well multiple times. Okay, so we were told it's a Seraphine ban. Of course you have to ban Seraphine against Jomi. He is known for it. He's the old man hands. And now viewers can actually see it as well. You cannot let Seraphine into Jomi's hands. Also the Senna ban as well played multiple times by Ant. It's 3 wins and 0 losses for Vitagen on the Senna. And a Kai'Sa first pick, how do you feel about that one?
Yeah, it's one that did show up on Jomi's playlist. It looks like they are going to try and look for a bit more power early on in the bot lane, although it does scale very well as well. But I'd like to see it paired with something like the Nautilus to bully the late game scaling that Voidwarp seem to want to bring to the table. It's going to be interesting to see if they do up 10. Smolder is up. We saw Smolder, I think, on the mid lanes and the bot lanes of everyone, but maybe it's a bit weaker in the current patch. As Voidwarp blocking the rail to show they're willing to fight early on in the bot lane as well. Actually, with the Ezreal.
Yeah, and also like Voidwarp picks Rel. It's Reeks playing the Rel, and he has played it 6 times out of the 8 games, by the way. So he is kind of a merchant. That makes 7 games out of, I mean, 5 games out of 7. So he is becoming a one-trick Rel, it seems like. But if you look at his solo queue,
Interesting. Yeah,
then
it's
it's
all
all the
enchanters.
enchanters.
Yeah.
And they pair it up with Ezreal, thinking about the Kai'Sa dive. Most likely the Kai'Sa wants to engage support with him, so they want to dive. Ezreal can easily get away from all those dives.
Yeah, very safe. Rel gets a lot of shield, a lot of mobility herself, so it's going to be a hard lane to attack if that's what they want to play towards. But the Poppy definitely helps lock down the Rel, can really block her on a lot of what she wants to do, especially early game. And it's going to be interesting to see where that will go, if it goes support top or jungle, I guess, although
Um,
I don't think you really see it top these days, do you?
no, not very much. Only in very certain scenarios as a counter pick, but it's a known counter for Rel. It's Alistair as a second one, but and being a top laner before, I think he's used to Poppy and playing it much more than
Yeah,
the
I
Alistair.
saw a lot of Vitagen seem to be top laners actually.
Um, yeah, so 4 of the guys in Vitagen roster are top laners, so this is by far my favorite team. Um,
The only
as a
person who doesn't seem to play top lane in solo queue is their top laner who plays mid lane.
no, the actual only not top laner is their jungler Dutch.
Okay.
All the others are actually top laners. Baltazar seems to play mid lane a lot in the solo queue apparently.
That's the Graves. If anyone can't see the picture there, the writing's a bit small. Vitagen looked in the Graves as their blue 3 pick.
Yeah, so it's a champion that Dutch is known for from previous splits a lot. He likes those aggressive junglers. Uh, oh, so we got the info that Graves equals a Mumu apparently. S- Red?
Oh,
Oh, Red.
red.
I'm sorry. A bit of
Alright.
difficulties. Red apparently picked a Mumu on 3. So red side going for that heavy engage with Rel Lamumu. Vitagen going for that a little bit more pokey, stay away, burst somebody.
Yeah, so it looks like Poppy's going to have a lot of work to do so far, keeping this Kai'Sa and the Graves safe from the Relanimumu. The W definitely can do that, although if they stagger out on the red side, then it's going to be a bit more difficult just with that. But then she has the ult as well to peel them away. So yeah, just to confirm for everyone who can't see, it's Kai'Sa, Poppy, Graves on the blue side, and Rel, Ezreal, and Mumu on the
It
red side.
seems like Draftlol has given up. We might be in a bit of an error. Yeah, so standard things. Draftlol being broken, everything being broken. It's just what we have to deal with here.
I guess we'll just
I mean,
restart it and do the exact same picks and bans up to that
yeah,
point.
most likely.
I don't know the official
So
ruling on this.
so it seems like so far, yeah, as we said that Voidwarp is going for those big engages, big ultimates, trying to get those big team fights. And so far, Vitagen is just like trying to deny it all, a little bit playback, focus on the touch carry potential. And we can see that touch really wants to protest with his Graves pick. So we all know that all the tanks got buffed and all the tank items and so on. And Touch said that this new meta, this patch meta, is fucking boring for him. Sorry for that word. Um, so Touch said it's really boring. It's a sleeper meta. He will not allow it. and he will. And it seems like he just locked in Graves.
He's
He
just
will show
grabbing
the
it by the
people.
throat.
Yeah.
Show a
I
quick
guess
look at
until
how
we are,
Graves is doing in this patch.
uh, you can check it out. In the meantime, when we are on the pause, I talked to some players before the games, asked them a few questions, see what they think about it. So one question that I asked was, how is the team feeling? And both teams actually said that it's a little bit shaky, but they are ramping up, finding their pace, especially after the 1-1 that they both got from the last week. They're trying to find their footing and getting into those better playoff spots as much as they can. So they're both at 5-3 currently. But if we look at the power rankings, did you see the power rankings?
Yeah, I think Voidwarp are a bit upset with how low they are. They're only one above us. We have a 3-5 record, and they have a 5-3 record. So I
Yeah,
think they
so
got something to prove here today by taking down one of the higher ranked teams.
yeah, so in the power rankings, Vitagen is ranked 3, while Voidwarp is ranked 14 by being on the same scoreline. And
Can't be happy with that.
to be honest, like there isn't that much of a difference between the teams that they have played. I would actually say that Voidwarp has played better teams than
Uh,
Vitagen. Yeah, to be honest, it's kind of even.
kind of even, yeah. They have assassins. They have Deadly Chi. Donkeys from Shrek are one of their top ones as well, aren't they?
But at the same time, Slimaz is like bottom of the table that Vitagen have played, and like
Yeah.
if
And
we
they
look
did
at
get
their,
most of their wins from Slimmods and Lynx, who are both bottom half of the table.
yeah, that is true. That is true. That's where Vitagen got their wins. But if we look at you mentioned Lynx. If we look at it, then the only team that these two teams have played both is Lynx Dream. And if we look at these results only, then Vitagen won 2-0, while Voidwarp went 1-1. Is that the sign of something?
I think it's too hard to say. I think they played them so far apart that teams have changed so much over that time. Uh, yeah, it could be. I don't know. You know Lynx team quite well. What did they say about facing both of these teams? Which ones do they
Mm,
think they had an easier
Um,
chance time against?
in the Vitagen match, there was a coach tiff. They had to fire their coach after that game for the drafts that they got.
Interesting.
Um, it was a criminal offense letting Jomi play Seraphine 2 games in a row. But against Voidwarp, I think that they would have liked to get away with 2-0 from the Link side. So it was two pretty close games, if I remember correctly. I was watching those.
Okay.
But
So Lynx don't
against,
rate Void Warp.
yeah, but against like Vitagen, it was kind of rough. But that's only because you give Jomi his Seraphine, and that's illegal. It seems like we got the champ select working again. I think maybe we'll get Trapdoll back soon. We are we are trying to solve the issues. We will see. We might
Mm.
get you a draft, guys.
It
Or
might
it's
go
a blind pick and
straight
it's all fixed.
into.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it might go straight into the game. Should we try and
yeah,
hear what champions we can hear getting picked so we can talk about them?
we can go off the off the champion lock-in sounds.
Okay, if we have the draft here.
Oh, okay. So we have the draft. So Vitagen locked in Kaiser, Poppy, Graves, Lissandra, and Camille. So strong. Really, yeah.
Interesting.
They are kind of trying to engage and disengage at the same time, kind of. They have good skirmishers, decent side lane. And can we see the Voidwarp team? You have to move it a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Wait. Yeah. Stand still. Yeah, thank you. Production doing their work. It's Rel, Ezreal, Amumu, LeBlanc, and Renekton. So
okay, slightly more
Lissandra
structured.
into LeBlanc. Um, both of these teams actually have. No, it was Voidwarp who has picked Lissandra into LeBlanc multiple times, by the way, and they'll and play LeBlanc themselves. So it's pretty standard matchup. LeBlanc jumps on, Lissandra just bursts at them. Nothing crazy happening. Lissandra favored. At the same time, in top lane, Camille versus Renekton. Renekton wins early. If Camille doesn't in too much, he has chances to win in the late game. So we have a
Uh,
little bit of difficulties today.
yeah.
Hyper seems to be a little bit slipping. Um,
All right. Let's
this
say
is
Graves versus move. Wait, is that not the right? Is that not the right?
yeah. So now we see draft lol screen.
Yeah. Now we see the broken draft again.
Yeah, there's a broken draft. It's fine. So these two teams, how do you feel about them? Like, it still seems like Voidwarp has a good engage into the
Yeah.
Vitagen.
I mean, I feel like Voidwarp is more basic, more structured, um, more straightforward in how they want to play the game and how they're gonna execute on the objectives. Whereas Vitagen, it looks uncomfortable to me, but I wouldn't have a clue how to start playing that game comp. Is it just a 1-3-1 uh, with
I
stronger
think
side
so.
lanes and kind of disengage in the mid lane, push waves fast with the Graves,
Yeah, I think so. They
get a
have
lot of
they
early
have a
kills?
really good disengage with like enemy engages Lissandra ults, enemy engages Camille can jump away, but at the same time, these both solo laners can go inside as well. Like they can engage. Lissandra can make that flashy EW ultimate, whatever.
Yeah, so they're looking for the
Camille can lock
flanks.
somebody in a cage and say that they will die now there. But yeah,
Yeah, so
at the same time, Poppy just
Vitagen
knocks
definitely
somebody
has a
away.
higher difficulty of execution. But as the third ranked team in the entire league, you expect them to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, that's completely correct.
Has
So,
Ant played the Poppy at all? He hasn't so
no,
far. But as a
no, they
top
played
lane
it
main,
top
I'm sure he's
once.
comfortable in it.
Yeah, they played it once in a top lane, but yeah, as a top lane main, he shouldn't have any problems with it.
Hmm.
So, um, I'm a little bit disappointed in Vitagen. Um, I was told that there is that the Vitagen wanted to tell their fans that there is many really good picks coming. They promised, actually, it was Dutch that made that promise, that there is a lot of more fun picks coming. Someone's cooking, someone's making that good lasagna, but this time
Mhm.
it's not Italy. It's not the Italians making that good lasagna, but it's Dutch cooking.
Oh, yeah, and
And you said,
You don't think the Graves is that special sauce that he's been cooking up, or are you saying
um,
he plays it a lot? This is
he
one of his
plays it a lot.
classics.
Yeah, it's one of his classics. It doesn't matter. If I'm not wrong, dude has Graves as as a profile picture for a long time as well, or had at least for some time.
Okay,
But
I think
you mentioned that as a rank 3 team, they should win it, right? They should show how the game is gone. But when I talked to Jomi before, he said that um, he wishes that people wouldn't hype them up when they 2-0 another mid-table team. So I don't know.
so they're not feeling as confident as their power ranking would suggest.
Yeah, it does. It really does seem like it. But
Oh,
yeah, at the same time, like Xiaomi says that don't hype us up when we 2-0, but touch it that we will 2-0 it. It doesn't matter. We will just close it out as a 2-0, and that's all.
okay,
He
so a
was
lot of
pretty
confidence
confident.
coming out from the jungle, but the bot lane
Yeah,
not feeling
yeah,
so
bot
hot.
lane not feeling it. Xiaomi also said that like not by the not feeling part, he said that ADC looks to be in the worst spot that it has been in years, at least for him after that last patch. So
Yeah, well, he doesn't seem
so
to play ADCs anyway. He's played
yeah, that's
Ziggs,
true.
Ornn, Seraphine, Swain. Then he's been more recently when they've been losing more. He has been going on the ADCs, and he does have the Kai'Sa today. So
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
interesting.
completely correct. At the same time, like the on the other side, there's TBMZ who really feels it right now, and he has gone like really good KDAs in the games that he has played. He has been the carry for his team.
Well, he's 1-on-1 on Ezreal so far. It's
Yeah, you're absolutely
not your
correct. One on
classic
one.
ADC, but it's one you like to see do really well, and one that feels amazing to play when you're incredibly fed. But
Yeah, definitely. At the same time, like I think we are finally waiting for the spectator delay, and we should be getting into the game anytime soon.
brilliant.
What do you think? Any level one shenanigans happening?
I don't think I've seen any level ones in any of the games that we've played or I've watched on stream. So I'm going to say no. People are scared. They just want a 5 point. But you know what? Two top half teams probably feel that playoffs are reasonably safe at the moment. So maybe they will. If they sense blood in the water, maybe they will make a play level one and really try and get that advantage early and help them to get a quick win.
Yeah,
Which team? We still can't see the team comps.
it was
Amumu.
Camille Lissandra on the left side, and then on the right side, on the right side. No,
No, we have the
no,
broken
we
draft on
have the
stream
draft
still.
lol link on stream, or at least for us. Yeah, now we are. Now
There
we
we
can see the
go.
teams finally. Yeah, we a little bit production issues. All good. We're figuring it out. We're making it
That
up
one
as
was
we
partly
go.
on us as well.
Yeah, level one actually seems pretty risky from both sides. Kaisa has good passive damage. Ezreal has good stacking damage. Amumu with the WCC if he doesn't level up his abilities early on. Renekton with the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, Voidwarp
I
has decent abilities for it.
I'd say maybe Voidwarp will go for it if the jungle and Mumu's comfortable taking Q level one, which will slow down your clear quite a bit, but it's definitely doable. And it is an incredibly strong tool level one to pick someone off. Um, but then Poppy could just W it. So it's
Yeah,
all
it
about
seems
what they'll
like
pick.
we finally loaded into the game.
Alright, let's
We
go.
we should be able to see it real anytime soon. Okay, guys, we're
Here we
finally in the
go.
game. Just okay, and we see 5 men going top lane. There is that level one. We might actually see a level one invade on stream. Will
This is
Michidi
crazy.
fall for it?
And it's from
Will
Vitagen. They're gonna hug that wall, stay out of vision. They know the
they
route.
wall it good? There's Poppy E flash. Will they do it?
Renekton's
Will they do
dancing.
it? Yeah,
Ah!
Renekton
He's
stunned
caught him,
and
he's dead.
Michidi dies for the first blood. And Chomi gets that first blood, making his lane a little bit easier.
That's gotta feel
What
bad
did
for the
we see?
Renekton. He should be
Yeah,
very safe there, especially leveling E level 1.
yeah.
He does
Dutch
get the
use,
flash out of Graves.
yeah,
But
Dutch uses flash. Like, not really sure as well. But they go again. They go again. Captain is not done with it. They're
yeah,
pushing it back, getting the deep ward in,
not sure they were
and
looking
now we
for
can
there,
just
but they do get the information.
yeah. At the same time, Voidwarp managed to get the ward at enemy after getting a little bit of idea where they're pathing.
Yeah, so both pathing downwards, and with the early kill on the Kai'Sa, I'd still rather be in the Void 3v3 though, to be honest, with the Amumu Ro Ezreal versus the Kai'Sa Poppy Graves early on. But I've
Yeah,
never been able to use Graves properly, so I couldn't really say where his strength properly lies.
yeah. Let's see if Touch shows us how to play Graves. Maybe we all learn something over here.
Yeah. There you go, so he takes E level 1 into Q. That seems like the way to go. Get those early
Yeah,
resets on the E.
pretty standard. Yeah, in the top lane, nothing really special. Everything is going like both taking the Torrent Shield, just vibing. Kaisa got the extra long sword, making his lane a little bit easier. There won't be. Oh, and we see mid lane actually going in, doing a little bit of poking damage.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
dangerous for the LeBlanc. As you say, the Lissandra has a lot of tools to lock her down, but it does seem like she has a good amount of burst when she goes in.
Yeah, it looks like level 2 level up timers were used in the mid trade. LeBlanc got level 2 first, went in, and then backed off.
So
Before
Graves
listening
slightly
to
ahead
the
on the
call.
clear so far. Would imagine he's a little bit faster than Amumi.
Yeah, that should be your specialty. You should know that one by heart.
Yeah, I just don't know how well Graves clears early. Especially recently. I maybe played him like 2 or 3 years ago in the jungle. But Amumi on the other hand, I have been playing a lot recently. He does struggle a bit on his blue side, so I expect Graves will be there a little bit earlier. As we get the early shove from Voidwarp.
Yeah, even with Longsword, like they still losing in push, to be honest.
Yeah, but the
That's
farm's pretty much the
interesting.
same, so that's fine. And we know
Yeah.
that push isn't everything. That's what our coach has been trying to drill on us at the moment. Don't just push for no reason. Push for
We blindly shove and we hope for the best.
I mean, that is what we do, but maybe the best teams have more of a plan in mind. As maybe we'll secure the early crab thanks to the pressure that the bot lane are pushing out at the moment.
Yeah, at the same
Graves
time,
will
Graves
recall
will
it
go
net,
for
but
the top side. Crab should be able to get it without any problems. Amumu might be looking at the top side camp. And using his... and I'm not sure about that one, using your E and the minions.
yeah, just trying to escape, but taking a lot of damage for the pleasure. So
There
maybe he
might
is
be a
looking now.
there might be a dive angle there, trying to shove it in.
Diving Poppy is never a good idea, I don't think, early on. Oh, she's used her W though.
She's used her W, that would be the angle, but it seems like Swear doesn't want it and just goes for the reset.
Yeah, wants to get back in his red side. That is where Moomin wants to be early on. Killing these AoE camps are very easy with his W and his E.
So at the same time that all that happened, Fletch stole the enemy raptors, and we can see Captain getting really good. Sorry, really good poke in there. Also, a thing that I just noticed: Captain and he switched to top lane, and Balthazar is in mid. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the other way around, and we see Lissandra taking a huge chunk of damage over there, making him thinking to go back to base.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. I guess they just switch whenever they have a more comfortable matchup.
Yeah, that
But
happens when you have 4 top laners in a team. You can put anybody in top lane and see what happens.
yeah, Balthazar was seemingly the only one that does play mid, so it doesn't make sense. Maybe he's been practicing and they have done a lane swap.
Yeah, imagine playing blue side against this team. Like, what do I ban as a counter pick when there's 4 people playing all different champions? Like,
Yeah,
I
you just
ban one,
gotta...
they just send another guy to the top lane. Like, huh? We land cancel and we'll not cancel the base, and we'll just catch the wave, and it's fine.
Yeah,
Voidwarp getting some, trying to
he will
search for
freeze it
some
as well.
vision, because
There we
we
go.
have a dragon coming up, and both teams are on the bot side of the map. Both mid laners have resetted, and but Voidwarp's mid laner is level 6, so it seems like Vitagen will just give it up. Both waves pushed under the tower as well, so no priors to play off.
Yeah, great play. They're utilising their early push in the bot lane even more to secure the dragon, get the best back timers. The mid lane was winning out as well, so able to bring that pressure to the dragon as well.
The top lane is fighting. We can see Michidi making a little bit of a trade over there. Again, nice crashing of the wave. Just slowly pushing it, but that gives Captain N the lead. And again,
but
because top lane is crashed, they will simply rotate over to the grubs and most likely will get those as well. Very good macro play from Voidwarp over there. Good wave management, getting all 3 waves in at the right time and
yeah,
securing
feels
the
like they're
objectives.
reading from a script at that point. Does it step A, step B, step C, and they get the neutral objectives as a reward. Although Vitagen have found themselves with 1,000 gold lead so far, which is very interesting.
Yeah, it's like 500 of it comes from... Okay, we see a Dive chance at spot lane.
It's a good
TVMZ
flash.
having to flash and cleanse.
It's a
I'm not
great
sure
flash
that
though.
cleanse was needed. That was a great flash. First it was the E and then the flash. At the same
Here
time,
comes
Voidwarp is
Samwise.
looking it. Will they get it something back? It should be a kill, yeah, it's one. Can they get Chomi as well? Chomi had to use ult and flash.
Yeah, so flash from Amumi, flash from Kaiser.
Poppy
LeBlanc saved the
and
flash.
Ezreal.
Yeah, so a lot of flashes and
Captain
2
looking to
kills.
go in, a little bit of trade and backing off, yeah, textbook. That's how you should play this matchup. It's a hard matchup to win in the early game, but once you get to the like 1 or 2 item spike, if you are ahead, it should be fine. On like 3 items, you're already winning anyways as a Camille. And we see Touch in enemy jungle somehow. Touch is fighting, his Amumu has found him. Touch has the flash and it seems like Touch is dead. Touch has fallen to the LeBlanc. This LeBlanc is getting spoon-fed a little bit now. But you need to look out for it because they are not that tanky of a team, to be honest. Like LeBlanc can one-shot anybody of them too.
Yeah, it's
At
really
any
going to be
point.
down on the Lissandra and the Poppy to make sure they can lock her down in the late game fights. But yeah, very greedy from Dutch there, you know? That's the kind of thing I would do on Graves. See that top lane's got the push,
Oh, and
E over the back of the voids and just...
hand off the camera, that same LeBlanc has died to Poppy and Lissandra, and we see already another fight in the bot lane, Chomi getting caught. But it seems like Chomi will live after that ignite from Riggs, and Michi D flashing in top lane is going all action in every lane. Michi D getting a little bit of a chunk back, but still oh, they didn't get that wave frozen, like it could have been a game over for Michi. He could have touched the wave for the next 10 minutes. Welcome to the
Oh,
top
there's just
lane.
action everywhere.
Yeah, and we see and another one. We get engaged on Jomi. Jomi gets flash engaged. Jomi dies. Baltazar is going in.
Here comes
Baltazar
Mumu as
still
well.
has flash. Amumu's coming in. Amumu ulted. Riggs trying to find the engage, locking down Dutch, and it seems like Voidwarp come out on top of that. After all that, Voidwarp have found themselves with a 3-4 kill lead.
Yeah, okay. They decided that they'd start doing stuff. Originated from the Poppy, just getting out of lane, starting traveling around the map, seeing what she can do, which is what I wanted to see from the highest ranked player in the game, to really just take
So
the...
we see a replay over
take the
here.
reins.
Baltazar going in. Riggs finding a nice flash engage onto Jomi over there. And Jomi just overstepping his limits a little bit too much. We trade the DMZ and Baltazar has to flash it. It's a little bit of a tragedy from the Vitagen side.
A little bit, but not much. They still have a 400 gold lead. They are losing early objectives, but they have some interesting tools to keep the LeBlanc under check while she's in a bit of a power spike. So let's see what happens next. As Voidwarp are moving towards the dragon again.
Yeah, so this is what happens to the LeBlanc. This is what I meant. LeBlanc just can't, at some point, cannot W in anymore. She has to poke with QE.
They don't quite have enough damage to take her down, even with the Graves ult.
Yeah, I feel like Baltazar could have pressed his E again and traveled forward. Would have probably gotten the kill that way. Or at least made LeBlanc use her flash.
So
But
they're
we
gonna use
see-
this pressure. Oh,
Okay, it's fighting in the bot lane again. Chomi getting caught yet again.
great catch by Riggs. Well played.
Yeah,
Showing
were
why
some-
he's played the rail every time.
yeah, and somehow he's still able to play it. Like nobody respects it enough. But we see that crabs are 3-3 now. Nobody getting that little extra void crabby buff.
Knight Voidwarp using the pressure to secure their second dragon and get those stacking, and they'll be looking for an early soul if they can keep the spot lane pressure up.
But at
As
the
they
same
do
time,
take the gold lead for the first time in the game as well.
it's gonna be iffy. I'm not sure that Vitagen want to contest it. Touch getting caught
I
in
think
mid
they're
lane, losing
okay.
half their HP. Maybe they
Yeah.
get away Mamumu? Yeah, now it's doable. Oh, but Riggs is just a monster at this point. Oh, but Touch secures it. Baltazar fighting. Baltazar dies again as well. Yeah. I mean, they got the Drake. They delay it a little bit, get them to scale.
They got the
Touch
Drake,
is
but they
not-
have given up the first significant gold lead of the maps so far.
So we see again, and charging her Poppy ultimate. trying to get the enemy jungler away. I'm not sure why Swear is playing so confident. Reek's doing a really good engage and just missing out a little bit of damage. Maybe if TBMZ actually hit touch, they would secure the Drake as well, but TBMZ was a dragon at that point. And Swear going in again, Reek's getting the knock up. And TMDC just securing the kill over there. It's all action in the bot lane. And so far, Voidwarp is coming out on top of there.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They're really punishing the roaming Poppy from early on to grab a lead and keep hammering on down onto it. Can you interrupt the Poppy ult with
Yes,
with
yes.
CC?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
sure. Okay.
Poppy can
Wondering why
interrupt
Riggs
it.
did.
Yeah, Poppy can interrupt it as herself as well with.
She can cancel that, and you CC will interrupt it. Because I think Riggs could have maybe jumped on her there to stop her ulting the Amumu away, but they didn't, and it ended up with them winning the fight anyway. But they did lose the dragon, so there's going to be no early soul on the cards. So he looked to set up for a top lane dive, but no, they're just going to use
No,
the
I
top
don't
lane
think you
pressure
can.
to.
I don't think you can die, Baranekton. That is part of the game.
That's one of the occasions where I would have
Oh,
gone
but
for it.
maybe the Amumu. Ah, Vitagen is looking so hard. Oh wait. Amumu just punish tossing himself away. Not dealing with it, not knowing that anything is here so it cannot hurt you. If you do not know the problem exists, it cannot hurt you.
Vitagen moving a lot to the mid lane again, although Voidwarp did rotate their bot lane first, so it looks like they're going to have initiative to go for the Herald. And
And
Vitagen are
everybody's
instead
slowly getting
collapsing on
into
the
that.
bot.
Yeah, and looking for the opponent. LeBlanc doesn't have his Ws, he used her ultimate as well, and he might be dead. Poppy flashes for it and secures the kill. Had to blow his flash, but he has gold. He has Hex Flash, it doesn't matter. Same time, for all that play in the bot lane, Voidwarp will secure the Herald. Just all the
so that's
pressure.
just- And taking the game under his arms again, making a play happen. They didn't feel confident going for the fight for the Herald, so they instead decide to go for the bot lane, get the kill, get some good damage on the turret. They might take it. They do. They'll get first turret of the game. Oh, that's not going to come through.
Ooh, and whose was it? Samwise TP just sadly wasted. That's a little bit of a rough one.
Yeah, it didn't even look close, so I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there. Maybe he tried to click on a minion, but just click the turret.
Let's say he tried to click on a minion.
Yeah.
Voidwarp's getting a little bit sandwiched over here, but it seems like Vitagen just will pack off, but walking in a dangerous spot there, and Touch is still in a weird spot, trying to get himself out of there. Herald in the mid lane, taking that tower should be easy enough if they actually commit to it, but I'm not
Yeah, they
really
are.
sure
They
about
got
it. Yeah, they get it. Okay, so the mid lane tower has finally fallen, opening up the map a little bit for the Voidwarp. And actually, if you look at the vision, then Voidwarp has a pretty good vision line in the top side of the map.
Yeah, got some good pinks to keep the Renekton safe. Although they
There's
don't-
always already pings on Poppy. We know that Poppy's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Renekton can just back off and hug his tower and be fine over there. Shouldn't be much of a dive angle with Poppy Camille. Renekton being one level up with ultimate and flash.
Yeah, so they do have that going for them on the Vitagen's side. They have got the Camille scaling up in the side lane, and they have managed to keep the gold very close still. They do just seem to be farming better. Graves is obviously getting very good lead, power farming the jungle, looking to hit those power spikes as we move later into the game.
And we can see another trade coming up in 15 minutes. Both teams trying to fight the mid-wave pressure. Seeing who can get it first. Ezreal losing the ultimate to get it, but still, Vitagen gets the push and get to 5 minutes
5 of them are here.
first.
Renekton has the TP. He probably wants to go back and spend his gold before he does, or they're just going to give it up, take the tower on the top lane.
Yeah, it seems like they will just push the top and mid. Just give it up, give up to Drake. Vitagen were there first on the spot. and Camille TP's back top, so the top tower actually will stay alive. So it's really good for Vitagen that all that trade, and it looks to be a little bit of an engage in mid lane.
A bit more jostling for position.
It's yeah, they would just rather
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Voidwarp didn't want to fight that. They do have a lead and they have a lot of good fight tools. They have the
It
Renekton.
was a 4v3. It was a 4v3 at that point, and Renekton cannot ultimate because Camilla is right at his face. And LeBlanc was pushing bot lane.
Yeah, so I guess just a bit of a mistake in the setup. But I feel like
Yeah.
generally they do want to be.
So
fighting
now
at
they
this
are
point in
looking
the
at, we
game.
see pinks coming in, and it looks like Vitagen is looking. Yes, Swear is getting caught. Has to flash out, ultimate out. Does he live? He does not live, so Swear goes down, losing his flash and ultimate.
Not quite sure what happened there. Was it just Poppy catching
Poppy
him out?
eat. Yeah, Poppy came from the top side and just eat him under the tower.
Surprised they
Sam
can have
wa-
a place like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so now Vitagen just takes the first tower with man advantage, and realistically nothing Voidwarp can do. Samway is still looking from the sides, but doesn't look to find anything. It's really hard to find as well. I feel like whenever LeBlanc W's forward, then she will just get entombed.
We have a quick check on the Graves gold. Okay, not crazy ahead.
Yeah, 400, just 400 ahead. We can see top lane 200, mid lane is even, ADC is even. Everyone's pretty much even as the cold score lane, so just
Yeah.
nothing really much happening. Everybody's just, I guess, waiting for that Baron to happen. Maybe top tower. Okay, so Vitagen is going in, Renekton Dominus out. You see a lot of ultimates being used. TP is being used by Lissandra. Vitagen are
Poppy.
looking to follow it up. Kai'Sa's ulting in. Poppy flashed. Was it? No, it was actually Camille and Lissandra flashing. At the same time,
Barons.
Vitagen will get those 2 kills. Will they
Yeah,
look for
that's-
towards Baron? I don't know if they have damage for it, to be honest. They will just take the
No.
tower, trade it for the bot side tower.
Kaisa has bulk.
TMZ a little bit too risky there, I think. Ant is looking like a terrorist, to be honest.
Oh, here comes Spur. He's got
Swear
the flank.
coming. He wants his red buff. He gets on. He smites the.
Dutch
Who
seals
smited it?
Dutch got it.
Dutch smited it. Okay. Yeah. So we can see the top lane play it out again. Captain going in with the Camille ultimate. Renekton instantly ulting back up. Reek's going in. Flash ults. Captain gets out. Captain flashes out there actually. Dutch is out. Re-engage, a beautiful re-engage by the Vitagen. Everybody's there. Voidwarp's just not ready for that 5-man engage. Not the follow-up engage rather.
Yeah, so Voidwarp's first 15 minutes, first 10-15 minutes was incredibly clean. It felt like they were reading from a script almost in what they were doing. Rotating around the map, setting up for objectives, securing early dragons, securing early grubs. But since then, it just feels like they've almost run out of ideas. They're kind of half-heartedly pushing mid as a 3. They're looking for a dive on the or pressuring the top lane, but Vitagen were able to collapse on them very quickly, and that idea just kind of fizzled out. It really looks like Vitagen are starting to not make big plays, but be ready to punish Voidwarp's not properly thought out plays, I suppose is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it really seems like Voidwarp got their first mobilitics guides for the first 15 minutes, and then after that they forgot to buy the extras.
And that probably would be enough to snowball against one of the lower teams, but you know they're against the third seeded team and they're ready to punish. As we look
Yeah, and
like
we see
Renekton's
Michidi
just
getting
gonna die again.
caught here again, and 2 ultimates used for him, so that's a death. Drake coming up in 20 seconds though, so it might be a soul point for Vitagen if Baltazar does not get caught over here. Baltazar is in a unfamiliar territory, engaging himself back on Dutch, doing the damage on DMZ. TP coming out from Camille.
Journey
TBMZ
going deep.
really low, Ants knocking people away. There's fights on two sides. It's World War over all over again. Eastern front and East and West front.
But
But
with the
Vitagen
numbers
comes up.
difference fight, it
Yeah,
just makes it
Vitagen
go.
comes out on top 4-0 and makes their way to their hard-earned Baron. It really
Yeah,
feels like Voidwarp is falling apart indeed. They're losing
yeah.
fight after fight. So we can
They've
see it
just run out of
again.
ideas.
They try to catch Baltazar. Baltazar engages back on TVMZ, has to E away. Dutch just chunking him out. Then Jomi coming in from nowhere. Ants kicking away Amumu, so Amumu cannot help.
Yeah, that
LeBlanc's
was a great
TPing in
Poppy
middle
ult.
of them all. Yeah, it's a rough one.
The Sound just saved his ult, even though he was just fighting. He knew he had to save it for the LeBlanc, and was able
Yeah,
to
but
just.
now Vitagen has not resetted yet. Are they a little bit greedy over here? They have not resetted yet and used all of their gold.
Yeah,
And
this is where
now
Voidwarp are
there's
strong.
5 of Void Warp. And our camera just goes away. Oh no, what's happening? Uh, we can see Amumu engaging. Lissandro ults himself on the back line. Sver is going really low. Captain and dies. Ah, beautiful
Oh,
engage by
Riggs.
Riggs. Beautiful engage by Riggs. And Vitagen looks to have. Vitagen wanted too much out of that last fight. They got a little bit too greedy, but Touch still fighting his heart out. Trying to make it happen, but yeah, Vitagen overstepped their lead. They didn't take a reset. They wanted to take everything. They wanted to take a fight in mid, Baron and Dragon. So they were getting a little bit greedy. Touch getting caught again. Swear ultimate out. And that should be dead. That is Touch dead. So there is only one Baron left after all that. And we have
Yeah, this is brilliant.
1.5 minute Baron left. And there is only one. So Vitagen just a little bit too greedy and throwing their lead away.
Yeah, I think these are the plays that Voidwarp should have been looking for in the mid game. Like I mentioned earlier, they have the Renekton, they have the more stable kind of team fight comp. They should have set up on the third dragon. They should have been looking for a fight. They shouldn't have had people in the side lanes and be behind on the play. If they are together, even without the Mumu ult there, although it looks like he did have it towards the end of the fight, they were able to use that structure and take a good fight. Although, as you said, Vitagen probably shouldn't have been there. I mean, definitely shouldn't have been there. Incredibly greedy, but you can see why they would after how well the game's been going for them recently.
Yeah, it's a little bit of overconfidence thing after the last few minutes, feeling like you win every fight and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and now Voidwarp again have no objectives on the map.
Baltazar going on to Samwise, and Samwise losing half his HP for nothing, but getting the first tower out. So it's all the tier 1s gone for both teams. And the map is a little bit more open now for the play. We can
It is
see
open, but
Ant
it's also
looking for
empty.
Michi D. There is a flash angle there. No, he does not take it.
I wonder if you can get over that
Yes,
wall with
you
Hex
can.
Flash.
Yes,
I know you
you
can
can.
flash it. Can you get over any wall that Flash can get over
Yes.
with Hex
Yes,
Flash? It goes
yes,
exactly
yes.
as fast. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same range.
And it works in the same funny way with the like clipping on.
Yeah, yeah. And just spamming his X flash everywhere. Everyone's posturing around the Drake with almost 3 minutes to go. Somebody check the objective timers. Like, are we really trying to get the Renekton that much?
Yeah, so I
What do
want
we
to see
think?
Voidwarp just step back a bit, not go for these half-baked plays and get caught out and get collapsed on. They do
Yeah,
want to fight around objectives, and they can just wait for a little bit.
yeah, they have a pretty strong Ezreal, to be honest. Like, they actually have damage. They're all like, everybody's pretty much on 2.5 items. Only Kaisa is on 3. It seems like, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody doesn't get anything from their base yet. Okay, so Ezreal is on 3 items as well. So
Amanda Graves
there
is
was a
quite
minus
close
1
as
call.
well.
So both ADCs on 3 items, everybody else on 2 or 2.5 items. So it's still pretty even. And the scoreline suggests it's 3k difference. Can we see where the 3k is?
I think it's
AC
probably
1k
starting to be on
jungle.
Graves now, yeah.
It's jungle. Yeah, it's jungle difference, but Amumu's items are just cheaper. So they are fine.
I think Graves probably just got his third item on that back. Oh no, not quite. He's going for the
No, not
Infinity
quite.
Edge, I guess.
Yeah, Infinity Edge, it seems like. really interesting choice. I guess he just wants to one-shot anybody that comes too close to him.
Alright. So yeah, Voidwarp playing a lot more a lot more passive now. They don't want to keep getting caught out by the Poppy. They want to give themselves a chance to fight for the next dragon, the next Baron.
Samwise looks to be caught. No. LeBlanc really slippy. LeBlanc
Oh,
goes
he's
back
gone
in.
back?
Fight's gone on. Amumu's ultimate. A huge ult by Riggs again, but we are missing somebody. We are missing damage. Where is the damage? TBMZ just got one shot at the start of the fight, and that's that. You have no damage. LeBlanc had to jump away. TBMZ get one shot. Like you cannot fight like this. It's a really
Yeah.
it's too close space to fight in.
It's more of what we saw from the middle section of this game. Just back to the same, back to the... Oh, no, they're not going to catch LeBlanc here. But yeah, Voidwarp just getting caught out, not really having a plan, not really knowing what they're doing there, but being there,
Yeah,
being
so we see
punished
it
by the more
again.
skirmish heavy.
Like Voidwarp's looking it, Samwise gets there, Samwise goes back, and TBMZ is just too far up. TBMZ just walks too far up into the bush and gets one shot, and then after that it's really hard to fight with your main damage carry being out.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of tools, Vitagen, but the tools they do have are incredibly painful to get caught by, with the Poppy and the Sandra, and the amount of damage that they have backing them up. And it looks like they
Yeah,
all
so
get the
there's
third
another
dragon.
Drake spawn, TP coming in, it looks like both teams want to fight it.
Yeah, and I like Voidwarp in these kind of
Double
fights, so I'm
TP,
excited to see what
another
they can do.
TP coming in. We're not contesting it, okay. Vitagen just gets it and two TPs being used. Riggs going in, chasing them all, catching three. What can we see? TBMZ getting ulted again yet. Does he get out? Fight's breaking loose, Chomi's down. TBMZ still living. Samwise Poppy ulted away, but W's back in. Michidi is going down, Samwise getting caught. Samwise trying to run for his life, but it seems like he will die as well. No, he should be out. TBMZ in a rough spot.
Oh.
Samwise goes down. TBMZ in a fight, and TBMZ dies to that 1k true damage basic ability. Yeah, not looking good for not looking good for Voidwarp again. So yeah, LeBlanc getting hit away and then straight coming back with his W.
That was well played.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
TBMZ
getting picked in the
caught.
red side. Yeah, when they get caught in the red side, I feel like they just didn't give themselves enough time to set up for this dragon. They just came in late on the play. They wanted to fight for it this time, which makes sense. So they must feel like they are going to get outscaled in this game.
Yeah, like the both TPs came in with a delay as well. There was like about 5 to 6 seconds between the TPs of the solo laners. So it felt like a mixed call, like can we or can we not do it? Unless
Yeah.
they were clearing the waves, couldn't quite see on the map, right?
I feel like that does all stem from that fight in the red side. That just meant they were just behind, and didn't have a chance to give themselves an even footing fight. But it's a bit of a gold lead now for Vitagen.
Yeah,
But we
small
do have
6K.
to set up. We are fighting for vision
Minus
now around the
1 for
Baron.
Samwise. We are missing those cannons. Do we get this one? We get this one. Oh my god, we are the greatest. Yeah, this Camille is getting really scary as well. TBMZ eing forward, that's something not what you want to do. Getting Poppy ulted, Kaiser can follow that up, Riggs engaging. Michidi coming from the sidelines. Swear missing his
Well, they've got
ultimate.
Lissandra.
Lissandra's down. TP coming in finally. Swear ulting Chomi.
Kaiser's
Chomi's
down.
going down. Poppy's going down. It's really looking good.
The Camille. Can she
Camille
do it?
gets.
And the
Okay,
Greens.
so it's Camille against the world. Camille against the world right now with Graves support.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that match just demolishes Samwise. And it looks like the old guys of Vitagen might be able to just save their fight. It was not looking good, but this Camille is getting scary on that 3-item spike.
Oh, what a back and forth fight. Let's have another look at that.
Yeah, so first TBMZ is getting caught but flashes out, then Jomi is caught. Then Baltazar just standing in the middle of nowhere, then Jomi getting caught for the second time and this time dies for his mistakes. And then Captain in 1v4 just pushing everybody out. one-shotting enemy carries. Has to flash out, and then Dutch can just join the fight again and absolutely demolish that LeBlanc.
Yeah, Samwise was having such a good fight as well. I mean, he was the one who locked down the Lissandra. Even though he got ulted himself, he got killed and got out. But yeah, just not respecting the Graves at the end there, and was just kind of two-shot by him when he eventually got to the main brawl.
Yeah. But one thing that we can see as a difference, it's only like, it's what 5 kill difference, right? But almost everybody on the Vitagen team has double digits assists, so they are really playing together. While Voidwarp, it seems like not that much, to be honest. It feels like the fights they are missing the Renekton, they are missing the LeBlanc. It's mostly jungle and bot lane playing the fights.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point.
And it look like, oh, and Samwise is caught. Captain should be able to lock him down. Oh, the stealth, passive stealth, doesn't get it. No, they don't chase it. Okay, so Samwise gets away.
Good escape. They might lose them the turret in the mid lane.
Balthazar looking at mid lane, going for the TBMZ. Nice cleanse by the TBMZ. Really nice case, but Chomi following it up. Riggs defending his AD carry. And securing the kill finally, but Chomi dies for it. Captain getting the Riggs and locking down Samwise in a cage.
Yeah,
You cannot W out of that one.
This might be the game. Are they going mid or are they going for Baron?
They
They're choosing the Baron and the.
They
They'll get
could
Baron
actually...
and Soul here.
I guess it's 2 towers, it's hard to end. Safe place, Baron.
Yeah, they have the Renekton still as well, and the Amumu will be back up before the end.
Yeah, so as I said before, that the solo laners don't look to be in the fight so much. TP up, Renekton in the bot lane, just vibing. Crocodile just doing his things, dancing in the river or something, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's really hard to kind of teleport when the other team have the initiative on the play.
Oh, and Michidi flashes in and goes crazy. But it's hard.
Maybe.
Michidi, does he do it? He has no flash. Lissandra uses his W, and yeah, Michidi dies for it. Just accepts his fate.
How did
Gives
Graves
it to
get that
Dutch.
kill?
Graves
he
ulted,
ulted.
by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
We back up soon. It's already a quarter of the way back.
Yeah, so Michi did try to make something happen, but it's hard to kill Alessandra with as Renekton. Interesting
yeah, she
jump.
gets quite tanky.
We failed that the walls are a little bit too thick, I guess. Captaining with its Vitagen has that soul, like it's really hard to poke them down. Ezreal wants to poke you with Qs. Now you can look only for the all-ins, but you're losing in levels in every lane, it feels like. Quick check, yeah, you're losing levels in every lane, you are behind in every stat. You cannot poke them down, you cannot all-in them.
Not going for the kill yet. They do have the Baron as they...
Yeah, it seems like
Starting to settle
Vitagen's just
position.
vibing with their 11k gold lead and seeing what can happen, how many kills can we make.
Dutch now takes 120
Dutch going
CS lead.
to... Okay.
Not sure about that
Yeah,
one.
but
maybe.
the sweater is just still going down, using his ultimate, not even getting it. Oh, he did secure the red buff. Worth. I would say worth it.
Well played.
Ezreal can now poke them with the Q. It will do much against the Ocean Soul, I promise. It's starting to look really rough for the Void in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think this is going to be over in the next minute.
Oh, and Samwise, you're trying to get too much. You cannot do that one. Michidi paying for Samwise mistakes as well, and this looks like a finish to me.
Yeah.
3
Graves
people
is
down,
just
only the
too
bot lane
highly
left there.
turret.
Riggs can make another 5-man ultimate, but I don't feel like this would save them. It's just, it's only a 3-man ultimate
Gets
as well.
blocked by the Poppy
Maybe
as
if he
well.
would have gotten 5, he would have made it, but 3-man won't just do it.
I'm not sure Ezreal can do
He's
that.
staying in the
There we
base.
go.
There is nothing realistically he could do. Does he still die for it? Yeah, Vitagen playing for the kills. Getting Swear once more, making him 1-7. Yeah. It was a
And
rough
then we
start
have
for
game one.
Vitagen. Yeah, that's game 1. It was a rough start for Vitagen, but it looked like they started to feel it in the mid game.
Yeah, and I don't think they necessarily did incredible things. I just think they noticed when Voidwarp was overstepping. They noticed when Voidwarp didn't have, they hadn't followed every checklist item before they were pushing for a turret or looking for vision in one of the jungles, and they were able to collapse and use their tools to pick them off and kill them, and then use that momentum to secure the dragons and secure the barons and secure the map vision and the map control. Then they just got a bit ahead of the play and were able to take over. But yeah, I think it was more Voidwarp not knowing how to execute their mid game lead rather than Vitagen playing incredibly well. But I don't know. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I kind of agree that Voidwarp dropped the ball a little bit over there. At the same time, like, yeah, Vitagen made one big mistake while Voidwarp just made more, I guess. Vitagen made that play at Drake after the Baron getting a little bit too greedy over there, but Voidwarp just took too many disadvantage fights with man disadvantages and item disadvantages, and it's just snowballed out of their hands there.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with that Renekton either. I feel like it didn't have the kind of effect you want a Renekton to have on a game.
Yeah,
But I do think he
especially
wasn't
from
given those
a
opportunities as well.
especially from a R5 pick as a counter pick, you should be able to do a little bit more. Um, me, the one speaking, who went 0 and 10 on my counter pick, but you should do more. Don't be like me. You are better than that. Um, but who would be your game one MVP?
I'm gonna give it to Ant on the Poppy. I think he really was the only one making proactive plays, keeping them in the early game, so that even though they were falling behind on objectives, on kills at least at the very start, they were able to play it. But also Joby in the bot lane, he was playing incredibly well, considering how much they were attacking them in the bot side. Yeah, I'll give it to the bot. I would like to give it to the Graves because he was just blowing people up at the end, but I feel like he just kind of AFK'd for the first 20 minutes and then was able to start popping off because everyone else was playing so solidly with the disadvantage. But yeah, how about you?
Yeah, I can agree on the Poppy one. Graves did go 0 and 3 at the start, I think it was. At least 0 and 2, so definitely not that one. It has to be Ant with he made the map open, he made those plays in and tried to get them back in. But I have to give honorable mention to Riggs. His rally engages were really good. They were just lacking a little bit of damage to get those fights done.
Yeah, definitely. He was making some big plays and really showing what the Voidwarp comp could do with their more CC teamfight focused comp. It was just a shame they couldn't seize the initiative when they had the lead and set up on those objectives early, bring the Renekton down to help them fight, and kind of snowball off the early advantages that they managed to get. Because they did play it really well. So I'm going to be interested to see if they can keep that discipline, keep that momentum in the early game of game 2, and take the draw.
Yeah, so I guess we have a little bit of downtime until game due, so enjoy the cinematics, enjoy the pictures, nice pictures that I think most of them are done by Chesea. So enjoy them and see you soon.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Welcome back after a little break. We're heading to game 2, Vitagen on the red side. 4 top laners with a counter pick on red side. How do we feel about that one?
Well, I feel like they're going to be happy. Yeah, well, I'm going to be interested to see if we do have another lane swap with Balthazar and
Captain.
the really long name. Captain. No, no,
Captain.
no, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it,
I think they both did a great job in their respective roles. So
yeah, they did really good on their lanes. I felt like solo lanes were always in the lead. I mean, mid was a counter pick, but top lane was counter picked. Yet he did really good in lane, mostly having to push when he wanted. After like the first 6 levels.
yeah, and definitely don't want to say that Samwise got beaten in the mid lane because I think he had a really positive impact on the game early and mid. But the team just fell apart a little bit, and he wasn't able to carry on the LeBlanc. But I think he had a really good game and played some of the fights really well. From a champion, it's definitely difficult to navigate those fights on, especially with Lysandra holding her R like only for you in every situation.
Yeah, I mean in the late game, Lissandra started to ult Ezreal, but yeah, until like 20-24 minutes, it was only the LeBlanc getting entombed.
Which can't feel nice. So I don't think we're going to see that again. Don't think we're going to see LeBlanc, but I wonder where they will put their counter pick. I wouldn't be surprised if it does go in the mid lane because I was having a look at Samwise's games and he plays so much, so many games. He has kind of 30 plus games on over 7 mid laners. So he has a wide variety of things that he's very comfortable on. And there's some really interesting things in there, like a Kassadin, Galio. He's got the Vex, the Lysandra himself, the Ari. Some really strong things that can counter some strong mid laners. What do you think you'd have to see a Kassadin picked up in the mid lane?
Um, I think Kassadin, it's hard anyways right now. At least personally, I don't feel like he's in like that good spot. But first of all, you need to see
Okay.
like the enemy laner, right, and then possibly jungler as well, and then decide if it's good into your team comp and enemy team comp.
Mm.
So for me,
Okay.
Kassadin feels like a 5th pick.
Yeah, it would be that R5, and it would be a very
Yeah,
situational
but
one.
they are blue side, so blue 4 or 5. Voidwarp.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Voidwarp is blue.
Yeah, of course, they had the Renekton counter pick,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah, exactly. So okay, we're into the draft and we already see the Seraphine hover you. Chomi just can't get his hands on that one after winning. Did he win? Did he win the split when he was playing Seraphine? I think he did, or at least got quite far with it in SLE. There comes the
I can't see.
Galio ban again from the Vitagen. It's just same as the last game. Will they change anything? I don't think. Like I feel like Vitagen doesn't need to change anything. Maybe Voidwarp has to think about something. But what do you ban? There wasn't
Yeah, maybe the poppy.
standout pick.
It was a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, so there
Yeah,
goes the
we see it
poppy. You
now.
are completely right. Just
But
counter
other
is
than
the first
that,
one. Yeah, so the Lily again that we talked about, most played pretty much for the Voidwarp team. A lot of love for it.
yeah, you can see why. It's kind of similar in at least farming style to the Graves. Slightly more impactful with that ult, so and still doing tons of damage. So definitely see why you'd prefer to get that off the table.
Yeah, and still Diver and against them, against Touch. Diver is just really good in the meta, and if Vitagen is most of the times playing scaling, then it just works.
Yeah, it feels really good to play that Ivan at the moment. They're just so fast in the jungle, and you can have such a big impact. Yeah, must be one of the highest banned, I think, in the entire SLE. Because when people can play it, they are picking it up. And they are winning games with it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think there are stats. What was banned and what was picked somewhere, and we see Riggs locking in the rail again. What will Ant pick this time? There is Prom, there is Alistair, there is Renata. There
Yeah, I'm
is,
sure
I
he's
don't know what
confident
else
on all
would
of those.
actually counter it really good, but there is the Senna. Is it the Senna or an angle again? They have played it once before.
They're not all on, okay.
Yeah, they played Senna Ornn in the bot lane, Senna Ziggs in the bot lane, and Senna Seraphim, but
Center
Seraphim
on this year.
I mean, that's what happens when you have top laner as AD carry. You put him in Ornn and you just don't worry about it. He knows the combo. He knows the true combo to put you in. Decent scale and like, what can you do? You cannot kill Ornn as a rel. Like,
Oh god, their jungler
fine.
must just be living his best life, playing carries and having every role that's happy to just lock an all in.
yeah,
It looks like the Wukong, the set of Wukong. That's an oldie. I think popularized by I want to say Mad Lions bot lane a couple of years ago.
yeah. I don't think that Wukong's going to put bot lane.
You don't?
I
I
beg
don't
not.
know. Okay.
I beg
Oh,
not. I think it's jungle. I'm pretty sure it's jungle.
do you think Dutch plays it? And we are having
Yeah,
issues again.
touch
with
plays anything. To be honest, like the Vitagen team is interesting in the fact that Ant plays anything, Touch plays anything, Captain and plays mids and tops, and then Palta has a pretty big champion pool, I would say. Or at least he has played a lot of different champions.
Alright, Samwise is
Yeah,
getting
the
this
games.
LeBlanc again.
Yeah,
I do think he
so
had a very
is
good
it
game.
Lissandra? Is it just another Lissandra? Okay, we're switching up the jungle this time. It seems like we take Vi for the big mid lane pressure. Or like, yeah,
They want to be
2v2
more decisive with
pressure.
that game, yeah.
Yeah, the 2v2 pressure at level 6, just lock somebody down and one-shot him with Vi and LeBlanc.
Not if it's a
Yeah.
Lissandra though. You got that
There
self
goes
ult this
Lissandra.
time, I think is going to be more important to keep secure.
Yeah,
Especially
to be
from the
honest,
Vi ult.
you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. This time, Lissandra uses the ult a little bit different.
She will still be vulnerable when she comes out, but hopefully her team can be there. You got the center ult as well to keep them safe.
Yes. So far, Voidwarp has a pretty good pick comp, while Vitagen has a good teamfight comp, like just extended fights, area damage, heal, sustain, everything.
Yeah, it's not what I wanted to see out of Void actually. I wanted to see them, you know, run a similar comp, but be more disciplined around those objectives and pick the right fights at the right time. So I do think they got themselves a really good lead. They did have the good playbook to get the early objectives, and they could have snowballed on them. But we'll see. We'll see them go for the picks this time. See if they can be a bit more decisive on their calls around those. We see the Camille banned out by Vitagen, even though they did just
I'm a little
play
bit
it
confused
themselves,
about
which is
that one, but,
interesting. Oh,
yeah,
no,
so
Ornn.
there goes the Ornn. There is no Senna Ornn. But let's remember that Vitagen Vitagen promised me that there is more fun picks to come.
I think it's the
What
Wukong
have
bot
they
lane
been
then.
cooking up?
I think it's gonna be
hope
Wukong bot. I'm calling
I
it.
think so. But what did they pick on for then? Top laner? I guess they pick a top laner and say that.
No, they'll just grab their junk. Yeah. I guess
trust me,
Wukong would be
it's-
jungle otherwise, yeah. So they would want to hide it. Okay, I see where you're coming
Yeah.
from.
Okay, so we're missing another ban from Vitagen. Can we get any GP? Okay, so it's Cankly. Michi D is known for his GP. He's a
Yeah, he did
fanboy
get
of
a
it.
win on it last week, I think.
Yeah, he has GP as his profile picture and as his bedroom sheets and everything. So he's a
This
fan.
is bedroom sheets, did you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen a picture of him having a pillow with GP's head and a blanket with GP's guns.
Alright, good for him.
He's a true one trick. He's a fanboy.
I imagine Silver does as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Silver does as well. And a Tom Games band. So 2 good Senna pairings gone. What can they cook up there? To be honest, you can play Senna with anything, but there
Senna
comes the
Swain.
Swain.
Yeah, Son of Swain's a classic as well.
Yeah, so they have played Swain before. Not a really good Swain game so far, I would say. Unless Void picks into it and just gives the Swain a good game, but so far.
I don't think
Not
it's
the best,
bad.
not the worst. Yeah, not the best, not the worst. It's just a fine Swain game. But again, another big AoE damage dealer. So right now they have 3 big AoE damage dealers trying to just chunk everybody down at the same time.
They
Voidwarp
still have
looking
a
in
bit
the
of
Saya
flexibility as well.
who can just stay alive a little bit when they are getting engaged by Wukong. What will Voidwarp do?
So
Round
for the
it
top
up.
laner now.
Yeah, it's top lane blind, so.
You don't
Xante?
think Swain
Has
goes
it
top?
been Xante? It can be a
Oh,
flex.
you're still thinking Swain's bot with Senna.
I think Swain spot.
No, should be
Sonar.
safe.
Okay, so now we sense Swain in bot lane. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, is it
It's
not a good matchup top for Swain?
yeah. So it's not the best game for Swain now. Kinda hard. Like Swain loves people being close to him, but right now it's realistically only Rel.
Yeah, LeBlanc's quite short range. I imagine his E works well into her.
We see Irelia. Irelia is a good
Irelia.
counter for Gunnar, by the way. It's a known counter. There is one legend. His name is Like It More. He played Revel Link's mid laner. We were playing a tournament, and enemy locked in Gunnar. And Like It More said to me, he was playing top at that time. I know a good matchup. Just trust me, bro. He locked in Irelia into Gunnar and absolutely into his ass off. And then a few weeks later, he did the same thing when enemy locked Irelia. He said it's a good matchup, locked in Gnar and still inted. So he might have been the MVP mid laner at that time, but in the SLE, but he managed to int both sides of that lane. It's a skill matchup favor to Irelia, to be honest.
Okay. And who do you give the skill to in this top lane matchup? Which one are you more impressed with?
It now depends who is on that Irelia.
That's a fair point.
Which of the 4 people will be on it? I think Captain N would beat it. Would beat Gnar on it. I haven't seen Michi play Gnar, to be honest. But I feel like Captain N has the hands to do it. I'm not so sure about Balta. He likes to play a little bit, how to say, slower champions, to be honest, or like the big combo champions, not like fast APN champions.
Okay.
At least from what I've seen.
Well, I think he had a great game on the Lysandra, so yeah, sounds like give that to him again. And get Captain and then on the Aurelia.
Yeah, so
I'm sad not to see the Wukong in the bot lane. I thought that was going to be the spicy thing that they've had cooked up.
No. I mean, Senna Swain still a little bit spicy. Really is another one with a like AoE ultimate and everything. So far, Vitagen wants to fight this time. They want to go in with Lissandra Swain and Wukong. They want to do this area damage. While most likely sending Irelia to the side lane, I would say nobody can kind of match Irelia. LeBlanc can't match, Gnar can't match if Irelia gets ahead. I mean, on the
LeBlanc
Voidwarp
should be
side,
safe
Xayah,
though.
yeah, LeBlanc should be kind of safe, but she can only like clear the wave and then lose like quarter her HP every time she clears a wave
Okay.
with W. If Irelia is playing it correct, she can just E and stun the LeBlanc even when she jumps back, right? But Xayah, TBMZ opting for Xayah, trying to stay safe against all the engage that they have. That's
Yeah.
what I'm feeling like. Okay, so they try to play for the Mega Gnar engage and Rel big engages, and then pick people off with Viola LeBlanc. Well, Xayah just does what Xayah does, stay safe in the back line.
Who are you picking off with the Violet Blanc? I guess
That's
the
the question.
Senna. Yeah.
That's the question. Yes, Senna maybe. Others are kind of hard. Like, yeah, you can. If they get ahead, they can press anybody, right? But if you don't get ahead, it's a little bit hard, and like, don't have realistically much follow up to it. If Y goes too deep and LeBlanc tries to go next to her, it's
No.
hard to follow that one up. Like even with Rel Flash and Gnar, when Gnar gets a jump plus Flash ult, then he can't follow up. But it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is. If it does get ahead, they will have the damage with the Vi and the LeBlanc. Definitely to pick off the Senna and maybe the Lissandra as well. But if they start falling behind, I think they're going to run out of options very quickly.
Yeah, it really seems like it. At the same time, like we have to remember, we were promised fun picks. We see Swain botman, kind of fun. We see Aurelia top, not many play it right now. And we were promised to 0 by touch. As he said, word for word, it's so easy I don't even have to breathe. Trust me, it's not my words, it's his words. I wouldn't lie about it.
So he doesn't have the what? Sorry.
He doesn't have to even breathe. He just holds his breath for 5 minutes and the game's over. He wins. He
Seems
doesn't
like
need
was having a bit of
oxygen
a
to
nap
his
in the
brains
last
to
one.
think, you know.
I
But
guess
yeah.
not, because his team just carried him. But
Ah, that's true. Classic touch. Just getting carried and then saying something. I don't know. Let's see.
the Aurelia has hands. No, I can't play the game. Why is it such a counter then? Does she just kill him as mini now?
Yes. Kanara likes to. The thing is, like, Kanara likes to space, right? Kanara wants to get away from his lane opponent and just bully him down, but Aurelia will just jump on minions and get to her face and beat you up.
Okay.
So Kanara can
Pretty
just
one damage.
Kanara can jump away with E, but Aurelia can follow it with Q. So Aurelia will stick onto Kanara. Kanara's weakest point, the mini Nar moment.
So what's the difficult part then? Why does Aurelia need such good hands?
She has to hit her abilities and like do the fast thinking over there to get the combos
Right.
off, the full combos, the stuns.
So she needs to pay attention to the wave, see when her opportunity is to go in, and then when she goes in, she has to hit her abilities. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Nara's going to be able to harass her from range.
Yeah, in the best case, like if you can E Q on the minion, E behind the Nar, hit Q on Nar, 2 basics, maybe W, and then jump back on the minion real quick. Just do a quick
Okay.
trade and get out.
And a couple of those, and then she's dead.
Yeah. So that's the part where you need hands.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely give the draft to Vitagen this time. I think the Wukong's gonna have a great time just disrupting the LeBlanc, Vi, and Rel, and the Gnar. Then maybe a bit low on the damage if they get behind, but they should be able to kill at least a couple of targets, and then Senna. Senna doesn't really do damage anymore, does she? She's more of a healer.
Yeah, mostly, but yeah, she still does damage when she gets her souls.
Okay.
It's still damage, but not as much as before with the full AD build.
Yeah.
A little bit more
I'd hope
enchantery, a
not.
little bit keeping alive. Also, do we get a gamble on the stream? Can we can we can we gamble? I don't know if we had it for the first game, but I'm here for the people. You can gamble. You can put your points in. I can tell you that right now I have 73k that I'm waiting to place on Vitagen. It's so place your bets, everybody. Can I get anybody in the chat to say who they think will win the game too? Both teams were really confident coming into the game, by the way.
Yeah. What do you think? If Voidwarp get 2-0'd here, what do you think that's going to do to their power ranking? It'd be harsh to drop it
Ooh.
even lower.
Yeah, it would be harsh to drop it even lower. Like I don't know that. I don't think this will happen.
But it's hard
But
to put power ranking up if
yeah,
you
after
lose both
this
games.
2-0, it's hard. Yeah, I think they will they might even climb a spot or two because of the
People
because
around them
other
going
teams
down.
played worse. Let's say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they played bad at all either. So if the power ranking is done by anything other than kind of win-loss, then
Yeah.
sure, they'll respect
No,
how
the
they
power
played the
ranking
game.
is done by how Linus feels every single time. That's his personal feelings. And
Okay.
if you have anything to say about it, then you're the bad person for hurting his feelings.
Yeah, and your rank team will go down even
Oh
further.
yeah, next team next week you're -3 for every word that you said. That's just how it works.
Well, you gotta respect it on some level.
Yeah,
We're
no,
getting into game. No one's gambling. Put
no
your
one's gambling.
73,000 on Vitagen, and I'll put my 3,000 on
Alright,
Voidwarp.
let's do it.
Alright.
I do it. Let's go. We gamble.
Come on, Voidwarp!
We see Voidwarp going for the 5-man in top side while Vitagen is going 5-man to the mid side. They will meet. Ooh, a level 1. I'm not sure who wins that one, to be honest.
Yeah, last time we saw Vitagen get the early kill.
Actually, think Vitagen's level 1 is a little bit better.
Certainly if they can get a
Will they
kill.
have the patience to just wait it out?
Looks like we're just gonna
Oh,
back off.
Captain, and where are we walking? No, 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 Captain.
Oh. Did Vitagen stop the recalls? Ant's still in an aggressive position. Alright.
Yeah, so
So
nothing
just to
happened. Two teams really pushing for the 5-man invade, but then
Vitagen got
everybody
the
backing
vision
off.
though. Void didn't get any wards down.
Yeah, so Vitagen win level 1.
So just to revisit which top laner was going to get the Aurelia, it looks like it will be Captain with Balthazar on the Lissandra again,
Yeah, so
which is what we thought.
yeah, so I would say I think Captain should be able to win it. He also has opted for the Torrance Blade, the aggressive setup, Conqueror. Yeah, so and wait, and it's actually Ant on the Swain and Jomi on the Senna, by the way.
Interesting.
So
So does that
before I
suggest
think before, if I have watched, if I remember correctly, it was mostly Ant playing the Senna and Jomi playing
yeah,
other things.
uh,
Okay, and
yeah,
there's a
I
level
even
1
seen
engaged
Jeremy
by
playing
bot lane.
this. Jeremy was playing the Swain in their loss to Assassins as well, so maybe
Yeah,
he's
so
lost a bit of confidence.
okay,
on
so
that.
they get level 2 first. Make the cleanse out.
Oh,
Dusty
he's lost
BMC
the
has
game.
to flash. No, and where are we flashing?
He was just asserting dominance. He was just making sure TBMC
Asserting
had the
dominance.
flash.
Oh,
And then he's
and
killing him here.
oh my god, and just styling on them. And just shows she don't need the flash. That's the top lane power. Welcome to Swainland.
What an
Yeah.
interesting asset it is to have four top
stalling
laners
his.
on your team.
Oh, and we got a fight in mid, and Balthazar might be going down. Balthazar is going down.
Alright.
So this means that LeBlanc is getting ahead again, yet again in this game as well. So that was what their good plan was. So we have a
Yeah.
replay.
Well played to Voidwarp. And yeah, just some level 1 training. They get the level 2 tick early on. The W from the Senna and the E from the Swain is one of the reasons this lane first came into existence, back when Swain could pull people in from other people's CC. That's not the case anymore, but it certainly sets up nicely for those two abilities to work together, as you see him just follow it up.
So we can see that Ant flashed against the wall just to make TVMZ stay there and live, so he could get another E under him and get extra stacks for his passive.
Yeah, you like to give it to him. It certainly looked like that's what maybe he was trying to do, so we'll give it to
He's a
him.
top laner, he knows it. He knows how to play around it. Oh, it's another fight in bot lane where Chomi is getting caught a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, Chomi, you're in a weird spot over here, guy.
Yeah, we got the
My man.
LeBlanc roaming down as well.
Yeah, it's looking like a dive angle onto Chomi right now. But I think he has to summon this up. It's really hard without any flashes. Reeks
Yeah,
has a
spot
flash,
out
to
the
be
buy.
honest. He has a way spotted, so this dive will not happen.
Okay, so I guess the Vitagen bot lane just got a bit caught out. Didn't have a chance to set up the lane as they wanted it.
Yeah, and now getting a little bit traded on. Yeah, this lane is a little bit rough in the first few levels, but until from like level 6 you just face roll over them, to be honest. Baltazar, there's
You
a good
think
word, thank you.
Senna Swain get the advantage at level 6, do you think?
Yeah, I would say so. They will just out heal anything.
Yeah, they do
Out
have the
shield,
ignite
out
on the
heal.
rail.
Yeah, but Rail has to play it perfectly. Ignite this Swain, then use the Q to break the Senna ultimate shield. It's still hard.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. There's always a chance. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, and then jump back onto the minions that he doesn't
Yeah,
have.
he doesn't have any mana.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
doesn't
about
have any
this one.
mana. That's he did the right combo, but forgot that you need mana for it apparently.
He
Oh,
does
and
have
we
the
have a
teleport
death in
there.
bot lane. We abused the TVMZ with no flash. Did he get? Did he get? I'm thinking he got caught again with the Swainy and Senna W.
Yeah.
Do they look for a dive on Reeks? Is that the case, or they just go Drake? We take the plating and we go Drake, please, guys. We can do it. I believe.
Ooh, I
No,
don't
we
know.
go for a
It's a
clear.
big time commitment to go for a Drake at a time like this.
That is true, but it seemed like a free time. But they know best. Touch knows better. Swear taking the enemy topside jungle for that play.
Dutch certainly seems to enjoy farming his jungle.
Of course. Really
Which I'm sure it's the right
in a
choice.
really dangerous spot right there.
Oh, they
Really
can't
is
commit
level
while that
6,
wave's
but
there.
there is two of them. Flash, good flash. There is a good engage by Katarina. Nice. Oh, he missed the stun. It would have been amazing outplay. He could have gotten them
Why am
both
I
over
dying?
there. Okay, Michi D got to level 6 now. Michi D flashes as well.
Oh my god, he's just
It's
embarrassing
getting a
that.
little bit risky. Okay, so flash used by both top laners. Captain making the ultimate. Michi D has the TP to be honest and gets the push in, so he's coming out on top there, but will the Vitagen team get the Drake for it?
Looks like it's going to be a trade. Void grabs to Drake. Fairly standard trade in the early game,
Yeah.
but an improvement on last game where we saw Void grubs. No, Voidwarp, sorry. Just get all the first rotations of neutral objectives.
Yeah, but at the same time it's oh, and Baltasar getting a little bit caught there, but good guy and just bailing him out with his W.
Making his presence known on the map already.
Yeah, this time he can just do it all over the map and doesn't have to go too far. Okay, and we see an ultimate coming out from Lysandra. Both getting fairly low, but there is a Vi close by with ultimate.
Yeah, she has just
Actually looking for the
6-6.
mid lane as well, staying out of the vision really good over there. Going on in. Yeah, just going on the wave, clearing the wave, letting Baltasar pace.
Here comes Vi. Right, not going to commit the ult there. Probably a good idea.
He's gonna got the win. So Vitagen got the Kempunk Drake. Usually pretty bad Drake, but this time like heal and shield power. Senna loves it. Swain loves it. It's not too bad on Lissandra.
Yeah,
It's
interesting.
usually a rather bad Drake, but this time, this certain game, I would say the trade for 3 grubs is pretty good for it. Drake's getting quite low there, and not wanting to commit on it. Because Void did get the 3 grubs, but realistically, what can you do with it? You don't have that many people who could side lane, so
Uh, Nara and LeBlanc will get some time on the towers and the side
yeah.
lane,
But they
I'd imagine.
both lose 1v1s to their lane opponents. I feel like unless you're ahead.
Yeah,
So
definitely
yeah,
need
you
to
have
be
to
ahead.
hit that stun. So that's the point where hands come in.
Now Nara has the Mega.
Yeah, and
And the
Vi is
Vi ult
over
as
there with
well.
ult. Vi doesn't even have to ult. Yeah, okay, Vi does ult. Wow.
Yeah, you can't blame her. Just lock that down. Get the kill.
Yeah,
Even up the kills.
kill
Gives the Nara a
secure.
better chance.
I really has no TP, so and that was a pretty big wave in top lane if I remember
Certainly at
correctly.
least one
That's
wave.
Irelia loses.
Well, I think you were wrong about Captain Sands.
It does seem like it. Oh, Ant in a little bit of a problem, has to use the ultimate.
So we have the
Right
center
way.
ult as well, in case.
Yeah, so
But yeah, that's what you were saying. It is an incredibly difficult team to kill for this
yeah,
LeBlanc.
even with Ant being like 2 levels down on the LeBlanc and half HP, LeBlanc still can't. Like, I mean, LeBlanc doesn't have an item, and LeBlanc bought Negatron Cloak to go Mercs probably, but still not enough damage even to kill the level 6 Swain over there.
He's gonna have to pick up a couple of kills if he wants to do that in the late game. So I feel like it's a bit quieter than last game. We haven't had the supports roaming, but it was Ant on the Poppy doing that last game, and he's not really going to do that on the Swain as
Yeah, I
much.
mean he's the farming Swain, so
Yeah, and the center's
It-
not going to roam.
it can be Chomi, but we can see a little bit of a lane gank happening over here on the Swear side.
Yeah, Swain ult isn't back up yet, so they are going to have probably
Vi's
enough
ultimate
damage
is
to
not
do it.
up there yet as well. Does Vitagen smell it out? Do they just back off? They do
Yeah,
just back off.
I
Perfect.
think that's the thing. They don't need to, and that's maybe where our bot lane would have pushed up and got caught out.
Just some random shade on our pot lane. Okay, but Riggs, beautiful engaged by Riggs, following up by Swear, locking down Jomi, and Jomi goes down. And now having to flash and ghost out. Riggs still chasing, but Touch comes to support them, and they're back, but and still walking forward.
Alright, our bot lane's in good company apparently, because they do push up for no reason and they do get caught out by it. So yeah, well played from Void to, use another bio, get another kill.
Concentrating in the mid lane, both both falling low, just waiting for that one last. Oh, and there is a flash from Samwise, not giving Baltazar time to react. Old man
There you
hands
go.
couldn't get that one.
Well done, Voidwarp. They're getting their advantages again. Took them a bit longer to get off the ground, and they're not securing as many early neutrals as they did last game, but they are getting the kills where they need it, and hopefully they can stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, this time maybe they can get ahead of the curve. So it's 3-3 on the grabs. Again, it seems like... Did we get it? Yeah, it's okay. Oh, and Jomi has to flash out.
They're gonna get the fourth.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4-2 on the grabs. So it's an Infernal Drake next. So there are still good souls. Mountain would be good for both teams. I mean, Cloud is really good on Vitagen, to be honest.
Yeah, there are a lot of
They would
ult
love
heavy
the Cloud
teams.
Soul, to be honest. They would love... Voidwarp would love Mountain just to stand like the extra damage or area damage. While
I feel like
Vitagen
both
would
teams
love
would
the...
like.
Yeah, Vitagen would love the Mountain to stop the one-shots.
Yeah. what else is there? Hex tech. Void would want the hex tech, get that extra damage.
Yeah,
Make sure
I
those
think
can secure
Vitagen wouldn't
towers.
care that much about the Hextech, but that's another layer of area damage to be honest, and slows. Make you stick more.
Alright, well let's see who gets the second one first.
I really feel like these games, if it goes the same way as the last game, that Void gets the early lead and then Vitagen takes over the mid game, it just feels like the old hands of Vitagen just can't stand to play the lanes, but their experienced minds can win the late game.
Yeah, I think that's fair, and I think it's also if Void do end up losing this one as well, they definitely need to look at their late game plays and their late game focuses. So it would be a shame. So again, they're putting themselves in a good position. They get that second dragon. They've got some good kills, some good tools for the mid game. So
So
let's
it
see if they
is a
can play a bit better.
mountain soul. Both teams really would love that mountain soul, I would say.
Hmm.
Yeah, and if we look at the lanes, like there's 20 CS lead in the bot lane and 20 in the mid lane for the Voidwarps, but top lane is really a favorite. Even after the death and missing huge waves, she's up by 20 CS.
Yeah. And she's looking very comfortable at the moment. Just keeping the lane frozen there. Not gonna get killed by the Vi again. Maybe even. There you go. So that's an interaction you were talking about earlier. Couldn't get enough distance on that
Yeah.
Q, and then Gnar was able to E away and is flashing
Yeah, so
emotes.
usually once you like do it in the middle of the wave when the backline is low, you let's say behind yourself. Or when we see a fight in bot lane, DMBZ getting caught a little bit of trading, and yeah, nothing much happening. They cannot trade the damage back. Samwise just bullying Touch in the jungle for no reason. I mean, there is a reason. He's angry for the last game. For that one shot that he got from the Graves in the mid lane.
Yeah, that must feel a bit of frustration after that one. Unable to hook the
Yeah.
chain,
look,
the Lissandra rather.
Yeah, so we see Voidwarp might be getting Herald as well. It doesn't seem like Vitagen is anywhere close to it. At the same time, Vitagen just wants to scale anyways, Senna will infinitely scale. But late game will just get better and better.
Yeah, but they can't give away too much. But
Yeah,
I think Herald's a reasonable thing to give away. They're getting
Yes.
pressure on the bot lane turret.
so far, yeah, it's fine. It's not that bad.
Are they diving in the bot lane? Is something happening there? No, they're
They
just gonna
are
trade it
pushing
for the
them
turret.
away from the tower to get the tower.
There you go.
So first tower for the Herald. Not that big
Maybe
of a deal.
even tower focused, I'd say. Or tower favored.
Yeah, old wise definitely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like that Herald can get a tower back if used properly or two.
Yeah, it's rare that you see it take two these days, but it's definitely possible if you get a really good fight.
Yeah.
It can also be used to create pressure to secure that second dragon as well.
Yeah, so Captain and just freezing this lane, doing what he wants with it. He has the item lead as well. He has finished his first item. He's well, he was full build like 20 minutes ago when he got the Vamp Scepter, but now he's realistically full build and sold his boots. And how strong is he gonna get?
What? Samwise just out of range of the Lissandra up there. Are we gonna see the re-engage?
Oh, Samwise being quick with it this time around. I mean, it's not there's no Poppy to cancel you this time as well, so
Yeah, just the Lissandra. You shouldn't be in danger from the Swainy
yeah.
or the Senna W. Maybe if you get looked up by the Wukong, but Mitch ED is having a miserable
Oh, he's gonna
time.
get dived. This is gonna hurt. Does he get it? Oh, he doesn't get it, Captain. He doesn't get it. You can
Oh, here
Q on the
comes Vi.
back minions.
Oh, the ult!
Cancel the Q, cancel the Q. Captain and his Q got cancelled. He doesn't have any Qs and he gonna die.
Oh, Senna ult is far too late.
Dash going for the Michi DA.
Okay,
Michi's
it will be
just
a
not
1-for-1.
having it.
And we'll get some
Michi's
good
just not
tower
having
damage
good
here as
time.
well.
Oh, there's a fight in the mid and swapping his ultimate. Reek's going deep. Reek's get it. Counter ulting out. Does he have enough? I think he's out there. Yeah, he's out of there. So Riggs used ignite and used ultimate. Riggs used ultimate. It's a fair trade. In top lane though, 2 flashes against Michidi's flash and death. So oh, and we see Dutch die to Irelia who didn't have ultimate by the way.
It wasn't Aurelia, it was
I mean,
Vi.
why?
Yeah,
Why? Yeah, sorry, my bad.
yeah. Well, Vi is getting really far ahead here.
Yeah,
And
Swear
can be
is making it up for the last game's 1-7. Now he's 5-0. So
yeah, fantastic start by him. It's going to be interesting to see what Vi can do in this mid game.
yeah, so this mid jungle duo is getting really dangerous now for the backline, or rather for Jomi.
Yeah.
Oh, and Captain N going in. Does he go for it? He should be good on it. He waits for the Mega Gnar to get over. Hitting off the minions, playing
Oh,
it
dodging
perfectly.
everything.
Still getting chunked. Getting thrown off a rock at his face. And Voidwarp looks to be going at Drake, and it should be fairly free. Vitagen is not in a position to fight it, and there's no mana, no health, no ult. I mean, ult is
Yeah.
never mind.
But it's as you pointed out, though, they're really not going to want to give away the Mountain Soul, or even several of these Mountain Drakes, because they are quite a low damage comp. And they are going to struggle to kill people.
Yeah, so there is a trade dive at top lane. Captain N went for the dive and this time got it, but still died. But
Was that a
it's
good
sort-
death?
no, I don't think so. He would have gotten the tower without dying. And the wave is pushing away from him, it seems like. I don't know what's the minion situation there. Maybe it's pushing to him.
Yeah, Voidwarp getting a turret now as well.
Yeah, used the Herald to get it.
Okay. Even up that then. But Samwise is really bullying Balthazar at this point. Really showing that
We
LeBlanc
see
is a
it.
strong champion in his hands.
50 CS difference in top lane already. Oh, Gnara
He
finally
keeps
got his Bramble
dying.
West though. It doesn't matter, you're ahead in gold.
I doubt
Actually,
he's
can
that
we
far
check
ahead.
that? Can we check that? I think he's still ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
he's 800 ahead. Yeah,
Good lead.
so it's a decent lead. 50 CS is quite huge.
But look at the LeBlanc and the Lysandre, he's 2k ahead.
Ooh, that is a little bit rough.
Dutch has done well to keep up with gold. He's even when he's 3 kills behind, he is ahead of the farm.
Yeah, and Smites it away, gets the vision. Good steal by Touch.
Let's see, are we going to have a Baron attempt? We have the blade on the Aurelia.
I think they still miss damage without Swain and Lissandra having any real damage items besides Malignance.
Yeah, there's no Lysandres. Leandres, yeah. Lysandres. No, Leandres too. Yeah, so it does look like it's just going to be a slow game playing around the dragons.
Like this is the situation now where you put E behind you, you Q on the minion and then put E behind Michi, then Q Michi and then Q back on the minion. That's how you do it.
Michi seems to be aware of it though.
Yeah, he's standing
playing
really
very
far
far
away
away.
back and playing it safe.
Yeah.
At this point,
all he needs to
Captain
do
and
at this point.
at this point, Riley can one-shot the back minions with 1 Q, so he doesn't need to prep them. He can just go whenever he decides. Oh, we see a fight in mid lane. Jomi getting caught. Jomi going low and flashing away, using barrier, using ult, staying alive. TBMZ has to flash. Riggs in this front line, and just a monster in the lane, just not dying, just tanking everything up, still staying alive. Riggs will die. Ant is still alive. Ant's just healing back up more than he takes damage. Samwise on the run. TBMZ getting caught by Balthazar flash ult. And that's the situation where I said like Swain cannot die, right? They just don't die, they just deal a lot of area damage. Nothing can hurt them. Only thing that they can do is go on Jomi and punish Jomi, but you died through for
which
Jomi.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see what started that off actually. We can't see quite what started that off, but we see what finished it, and it's just like you say, and being unkillable even with the Vial, even with the Ignite, even with the LeBlanc damage, it's just not even close to being enough. And just heals through everything.
Oh, and
takes
we see
3 kills,
Captain
takes the mid turret.
trying to take the tower, and Michidi just viciously beating him down. Captain
Will
going
it
with
be enough?
oh no, it's not. Captain missed the stun, and that's it. That's that for Captain, but tower gone. So another extra gold into the pocket of Aurelia.
Vi's on the way though, they might be able to even up that tower. The Vi does do a lot of damage to towers. And it looks like they'll have a little bit of time on it at least.
Tower
But
should be
not
pretty
the
full with
minions,
one
actually.
minion,
Yeah, okay.
but maybe they actually might get
Oh,
it.
they got the grubs. But here comes Balthasar.
Michidi was too afraid to step in front to proc his demolish.
Right, so actually looks like we might have
Vitagen
more
is
fights
looking for a
breaking out.
fight in the top lane. He should be able to do it actually. Michidi is low. Michidi flashes and Svera misses his Q and gets
He's gonna get shut down.
shut down. Balthazar takes the shutdown from him. Oh no, it was shutdown. That was
Oh, maybe it
shutdown
wasn't.
was gone before.
Oh, it must have died last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah,
difference between
he
the
died in the mid lane. Oh, we have another fight. Not
okay,
quite. TBMZ trying to
that's-
catch touch and just walking away, realizing not much he can do there.
yeah.
Samwise
But here
coming
comes
for the touch.
Samwise. Able
Yeah,
to just
and
clone
just
away.
good clone away.
Yes, the difference. Every time Void seems to go for a fight. Oh no, another one's coming up.
Oh,
Well, that's
and the
big then.
Balthazar getting caught, and then just Jomi healing more than ever. Oh, and but this is the problem. Jomi getting caught again. It's the same spot again, fighting Ants. Just big ultimate, doing the whole area damage. Captain coming in from the side, making Zaya ultimate away, and Reeks goes down finally to the all the damage of Vitagen.
And they're gonna be rewarded with this dragon and stop the soul scaling. Yeah, this this kind of looks like how the game's gonna go now. They just don't have enough damage to kill the Swain. They don't even have enough damage to kill the center at that time.
Yeah, Captain in a 1v2 over there. It's a rough one healing from the minions. He should be fine. Jomi and Ant behind him, getting stunned on the
Gets the
Vi.
stun as well.
Follow up Q, ultimate from Balthazar, and that's why down, and that should be Baron call.
Oh, it's a
I
disaster. Their
feel
damage
like.
is still quite low on it, but actually not even with the Sorelia actually.
No, they should have enough damage with that earlier.
They get the dragon as well at the same time.
Yeah, Tash stayed back to secure the dragon, and then now goes for the Baron. He had two smites saved up, by the way.
But yeah, pretty much the same as the first game. Very clean early game from Voidwarp, had a lot going for them, made some good plays, got some good rewards for it, but again I didn't see exactly what started that fight in the mid lane, but ever since then it seems like there's just been no looking back to Void. As we go
Yeah,
back
it's
into this
actually
replay,
Jomi getting caught.
this time at least, yeah, so it's Voidwarp trying to make a play again, but not all of them were there. Vi's in base and they're going forward for some reason. Which I really don't understand, and then Aurelia just flanks and cleans up the fight. But yeah, without their fed Vi, I don't see how they're ever going to kill even Jomi. So yeah, I really would like to know what went on in comms there to say pull that trigger. And why Vi was going back to base.
The Captain in a 1v3. I have seen this outplay.
There's so
I
much
have,
CC.
but it wasn't this one.
Alright.
It must have been the other award. I'm sorry, guys. This is a live game.
yeah, I don't think
This
there's
was
enough
you can standing near a wall against Knar. Yeah, you want to hide in that bush, but realistically you can't. Vitagen getting rewarded with tier 2 for Captain instead, though.
Yeah.
Samwise looking from behind. Samwise has been spotted and has to jump away.
I think they're gonna get out. That's the kind of play that my top player would make actually, just, you know, being pushed up for no reason, taking fights in a 1v3 when all he has to do is back off for 20 seconds, let us get a shove in mid, and then he just survives as well and gets the push with his Baron buff, but instead he just slows the game down a bit, loses his pressure on the side lane.
No, it was all a pressure play from Captain and really well played, getting his team a second tower in the mid lane, while getting CS and pulling everybody to him, making Gnar uses ultimate. Yeah, I would say it was a really good play by Captain. I would
Yes,
do it 10 times out of 10.
I know you would.
We see a little bit of engage catch by Ant. A huge ult by Michi onto Ant, but there's realistically no way you're killing that Ant, right? Ant's healing back up. Oh, the area damage. This is rough. Somebody cut the video feed, please. Oh my god. Yeah, so Ant started the fight with 25 HP, pressed his ultimate, and now he's full HP. And yeah,
Yeah, because they're so
this
far
is
behind, he even
this
has
is
that
just
Zhonya's
rough.
now just to make him even more
There's a
unkillable.
flash out from Vi, and Vitagen is looking to end it right here, right now.
Unless
They're
Vi
going
can
for the
double her kill
breaks.
count for the entire game.
Vi is going in. Yeah, there's realistically nothing he can do. Just
Oh.
everybody's healing more than she can do damage at this point. And this should be the end of it. Riggs coming in,
Ah,
making a 4-man ultimate right here, right now. No, he doesn't
here
have
we
even
go
ultimate.
again.
Riggs
Does
just goes
BBMZ do
down,
enough?
demolished. TVMZ, savior KDA. It's over. They try to get Palta, they don't get Palta. Samwise has left the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an
Is that
issue.
allowed?
I am not sure about it. Oh, and Ant goes down. No, Ant, no, not like
Ah,
this. Your perfect game. How did you lose it on this one? Why did you do it? Just
I
getting a
don't
little
think
bit
he's
too
gonna
greedy.
lose sleep over that.
And why do we do such things? It was a nice, clean game by you. Oh,
GG though. Well played, Voidwarp.
GG's. Touch said
Well
they will
played.
2-0. They did 2-0.
Yeah, sorry. Well played, Vitagen. I mean, well played,
Yeah,
Voidwarp as well. But
they
yeah,
played well. Both games, early game, played really well. Fell off in the mid game. Was it something they did? Was it the comps? Yeah, that's back to the drawing board and just finding out what went wrong there.
yeah. Second game, I'd definitely say it was a comp thing. First game, I think it was definitely a play thing. So a bit of everything to work on. But yeah, like you say, very clean early games from them.
Yeah.
A lot to take positively out of this game, but um,
So apparently I keep my 73k points. Thank you for your 2k.
ah, I'll have to start earning them again. And I
Who
can
would you
keep
give?
earning them today actually by watching the next stream on this channel after we go.
Uh,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, yeah, MVPs for that. I think it's got to be Ant. I think,
it's gotta be Ant's second game in a row. Nothing to
yeah,
do there.
I think first game it was a bit of could have gone to a couple of them, but second game and overall series, I think he solidified himself as the MVP of that series, which you would expect from the highest ranked player going in. Um, that's not to take anything away from the Voidwarp bot lanes. I think they did give as good as they got at least in the early game, but they were just unable to keep that going on to the late game. Um, how about you?
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely Ant for the whole series for this game for the first game. It's here and the show on both games, but it's like respect to Voidwarp spot lane. It's really annoying to play the Vitagen. Like I'm looking at their match history. I'm seeing the games that they have played in bot lane. You don't know what they're gonna pick. You have no idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah, you can't prep for it. You
Sometimes
can't.
you can't prep for it. You just gotta hope for the best and just try to shut them down. But it's hard. It's
Yeah,
really hard.
a great series. I think Vitagen proving that they are one of the top teams in the league, even if perhaps they don't feel like that sometimes. And I know they hate, when they 2-0 a mid-table team, they hate people saying they're one of the best. But I'll withhold my judgment. They played fine. They didn't blow the roof off. They didn't do incredible things. They just drafted very well, and they played. They didn't make any mistakes late game, so they just took the win. But well
Yeah,
played.
but that's it from us, I think. Tune in to soon see it's Rebel Links versus who actually. um, I'm missing who's the next one. Dark Horses. Yeah. So Dark Horse versus Rebel Links is up next soon.
Yeah, be a great
New
series.
casters. There is other casters coming up there. It's your favorites. I think it's Noir and Gloomy. Yeah, it's Noir and Gloomy. So our favorite roundtable team player and gloomy. So
Yeah,
there
it'd
is
be
a
a
little
great
bit
one.
tension in there, I hope, in the stream. But nah, yeah, they're fun people, and go watch that game as well. Go hype it up. That's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. See ya.
Bye everyone. Thanks for joining us.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity